Hey everybody, welcome back to Forgotten Fates, a Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 edition campaign. We're currently in our 4th season, week number 7. This is hour number 2. Take it away, Sragg.
Okay. So Vakut comes running back. He's got another dagger and a note, and he's very excited about it.
I hope it's Vakut.
Oh no, Vox.
Why would you
Vakut comes running back holding Vox's head, and he's very excited about
With
it.
the dagger and the note stuck in it?
No. So Vox comes running back holding another dagger and note. As soon as y'all have all exited, and Felix is folding up his home. With all the excitement, you see Esther comes from the back part of the cave.
That's
She's not very happy.
He sounds like a chihuahua.
Esther, your experiment's loose.
The zombie
What do you
dogs
do?
were a success, I see.
Apparently, I
kick
wait
it.
for her to be barking mad.
That's
Get
out.
You're fired.
Get out.
Okay, so what do you do, Vox?
I
Why are you
get
so happy?
Cal, I found this note and another dagger here. Look it. What's it
Look
say?
it.
Running at me, holding a
With
egg.
a dagger. Look, Cal! Look it! Whoops! You see him
Step out of the
trip.
way.
He trips. Falls. The dagger goes flying. You then see Esther over there with the dagger stuck in her arm.
Really? Really?
I don't think this happened because that would involve some kind of check.
Exactly.
You should really be more cautious. Here's your dagger back.
I quickly speed walking over to Cal. Cal, look.
Speed walking?
Little dragon tail
I
going
give
back
up.
and
Oh
forth.
my god.
The tail's going back and forth.
Please
Why do you-
continue.
Why are you so happy?
Look it. There's another note and another dagger.
Again, why are you so happy?
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm terrified.
you don't look terrified. Hand me the note.
Why are you laughing?
I'm
It's
just
gone truly
crying.
mad.
This is crying inside.
Alright, so hand me the note. Let's see.
I hand him a note.
I try to grab it, but I'm clearly grabbing at the wrong Vox.
Just grab it in the air.
I take hold of Kel's hand and I place the note in his.
Thanks. Stop moving it around.
So, Kel, you unfurled the note.
Yeah.
It reads, I told you, Dragon Man, to make this interesting. You have 2 days to make this worth my time.
I say this exactly back to him, word for word, but in a stupid voice.
Okay.
Tiger dragon.
Then I laugh and hand it back to him.
Esther was there, right?
Yeah. She walks up, looking at everything. You can tell she's kind of, she's cast something. She's trying to cast something on the note and the dagger. She then looks at the party and is kind of alert. She knows that I'm here. I'm going to have to leave.
Who? Who knows?
The witch.
She's real, is she?
Yes, quite.
Interesting.
So, how do
Unfortunately, yes. Very interesting.
how
You two
May
have
I-
a history. I'm sorry, Dragon. What were you saying?
out of all your vast knowledge of her, do you know how we could defeat her?
I was rather hoping your dwarven friend might come up with something.
I also start laughing.
Who,
when she
me?
laughs.
How the hell would I know?
I know not, but you asked if I would assist if you came up with something, and I wholeheartedly agree I will.
Okay.
Wait. Why are we trying to defeat her? What happened?
So, question for you then, since you deal with death a lot, How do you kill something that doesn't have a soul?
The sword of 1,000 truths.
Same way you
Dermot
kill
actually
anything
say
else,
that?
I suppose. Completely eradicate the body. Hope it doesn't reform. But I'm assuming you're referring to this creature.
Yes.
It's kind of like me. Unless you destroy wherever his soul is contained, he'll just reform again.
Which would probably mean with her.
Most likely, yes.
Hey, you ever heard that she's half of something?
Half of something? No.
Yeah, I heard a long time ago.
You still
Oh,
drinking,
man.
Kel?
She was like half of. Yeah, I am. She was like half of something and half of another thing. Book told me that.
I see.
Talking book.
A talking book.
Wait, was
There's
that the
not
book?
many of those.
Isn't
Talking
Silvery
book?
Moon? Yeah, talking book.
So that's what you found in Silvery Moon that I was in jail with.
What?
Nothing.
Silvery Moon? Jail?
No, you weren't
say,
in jail in Silvery Moon.
Talking book in Silvery Moon told you she's half of something.
Yeah, they said I already knew what the other half was. Some evil book.
This might be the drink talking.
No, unfortunately, it's not the drink talking. You're just starting to realize with who you're traveling with. Eventful things happen to us.
Don't make me out to be the bad guy, I say to Vox.
You
I ain't making you out to be the bad guy, nor am I the bad guy. I look at
see her start
Felix.
packing up a few things.
So you said
You ever heard about that? She has a half. She's got another half somewhere.
I haven't heard anything of the sort, but I do know where I'm going next. She puts her cloak on. Indeed, Silvery Moon. See if I can't find this book that talks.
Do be careful. They don't really like your type around there.
And she, as she's turning, she turns back towards you. You notice she gets taller. What type?
Looks like the
Back to being the 10.
human, yeah.
You know, the tall and suspicious type.
She winks.
Talking.
I don't
book.
think I've ever seen her in that form, have I?
No.
Oh my, that's some great magic.
Quite necessary, I'm sure, when dealing with strangers.
No, it's certainly a better look for you overall, I'd say. No offense.
None taken. I'll see what I can do to get my hands on this talking book.
Good luck.
Thank you. Good luck to you as well with your issue.
Thanks.
If you need me, just call.
Paul, I say.
Oh yeah, Dermot's got a thing. Right, Dermot? You got a thing?
Aye.
A thing.
He's got a thing.
She nods and just kind of waves and disappears. Just evaporates right there as you see the mist pull out the door quickly.
So, if Vakut's coming after us, well, us, I say in quotations, maybe we should, I don't know, spend that money in town and get geared up. It sounds like we can't avoid him. How did he find us? He keeps finding us.
Keeps finding you.
This is
I
the
want to
second
know
note. How did he know we were here?
Oh, Kel, I think I might have something for you.
It's not another dagger, is it?
No, I pull out the sword.
Even better.
What's that?
I hand it to Kel. I got this. Don't ask where. but it might be something you could use.
You know
Someone's
what? That's
corpse, no doubt.
not the most frightening thing you've said to me.
You take the sword?
Yeah.
Alright, so Fox hands over a sword. You can tell that it is just dripping with magic. Very powerful sword.
Where'd you get this?
It was.
I examined
Kind
it
of happened
closer.
upon it.
Happened
You,
upon it?
With a little bit of luck, because you have seen it drawn before, looking at the hilt, you do recognize this because it's kind of driven into you. No, wait, you weren't out there for that. Never mind. You don't know anything about this sword. You recognize the crest on it as being on the blacksmith shop you saw originally when you came into town. So it was obviously made by Vox's father, but other than that, you can't really get anything from it at this point.
Wasn't this made by your dad? Look at this crest here.
Yep, it was.
Okay. You don't know it?
Oh, I know of it, and I know where I got it from. Just a little note for you. Don't be seen holding it in the camp.
Why?
Why'd you give it to me then?
Well,
What do you
since when
mean?
do you ever see me use a sword?
When did you ever see me use a sword?
Well, I
I
figured
start laughing.
I figured we have Vakut coming. It might be something worth saving money on, since you were talking about getting gear to defend yourself.
Oh, I don't need a sword. I can't use this.
Okay.
I mean, I'm more of the magic arts, and I start making like hand signals and making stupid like spells.
But looks like
Are you making like,
spells.
making like spell sounds like?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
But thanks to your high
Zap.
perform, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
It's kind of like 3PO describing the fight to the Ewoks.
Pew, pew.
So I'll take
I
this
laugh.
one.
Quite
Oh.
amusing.
Since you don't want it, I guess I'll take it back.
I hand it back.
I look towards Ardo. Can you use this?
How big is it
No.
compared to
I
him?
don't really use.
To Ardo, it would be a great sword.
It's like a broadsword, like a giant.
No, thank you. It's not really my specialty.
And I guess I'll just have to use it myself.
Is it like a longsword?
Yes.
I do know one person that could have used it.
Don't say him.
No. No, he's thinking about someone else. Someone that was good with swords.
Oh,
See?
well, I wouldn't know that because, well, she always seemed to be mean and uptight and all that, so,
Are you saying that?
no,
Good.
I was not.
That would be a bad idea.
Oh, yeah, but she didn't need that. She sucked. No one liked her. We're better off now that she's gone.
I would never say that.
May Gretchen use her for seasoning in her stew.
Oh my
I
god.
wouldn't know any of that information either.
Okay.
Plausible deniability.
Dermot, Ardo, you guys haven't said much. What are your thoughts? I don't
Not
think
a
we
lot.
can run from Bakut.
Run from Vakut?
Well, he seems to know where we are. Twice we've had a note delivered to us.
Why do we need to run from
How
him?
did you come across the note again? I say quizzically to Vox.
Stuck in the wall again.
What wall?
I walked towards where the dwarven skeletal guards were. Right here. I point at the wall.
How convenient.
Uh-oh.
I'm good with whatever you want to do.
So, what's the plan now? Rescuing your friend still, I assume?
Yeah. I think we should. but first we need to deal with this Vakut fella.
I mean, how do we propose to do that?
I have no
He
clue.
seems to know where we are, and I mean, I'm not sure. Have I heard what he said from the note? He's read it out.
Oh yes, yeah. He read it.
Okay. He seems to be interested in your Darren friend here. Not sure how he's expecting you to make it interesting, or what exactly that entails. Maybe you could throw your army at him or something. That would be interesting.
How did he get here so quickly? Do you think he...
I assume if he's friends with your witch, wouldn't be too hard.
I would assume he's
Teleport or
portaling, because he's come and gone pretty quickly.
Yeah.
all kinds of magic to do that.
How big can you make that circle of protection from evil, which I cannot get into?
Can we just hide in the circle?
Pretty big. You might not like it in there.
I don't think I can make it in there.
It might not let you in.
Unless you casted it while I was in there.
Yeah, you'd be trapped in there then. Yeah.
Then at least I can breathe fire at him without worries of being killed.
That'd be funny.
Of course, you would think about this as you're talking, Vox. You realize that while you couldn't leave and he couldn't enter, shuriken are not actually evil inherently.
Neither's fire breath.
When you considered that, I could breathe fire out of it, you also considered that, wait, things could be thrown at me from out of it.
And then I remember something about someone saying that Vakut was really good with a sword and a rope.
Yeah.
Get over here!
Yeah.
You take 15 bludgeoning damage to the circle.
Blending damage, yeah.
So, I hear Kel's still wanting to go back to town to spend lots of money since...
Just their last night on Earth.
Yeah, let's go blow all the money.
But I've told you the money's been spent. We need another rock concert.
I'm
I
telling
get this.
you,
Did you hear that, Kel? No, did you hear that, Kel? He spent all your money.
Well, I spent some of it.
Spent my money.
I spent it buying a house.
I only gave you some. I don't know what money you're spending, but it's not coming from me.
This sounds quite fortuitous for me. I'm gonna go cry in the corner now.
Hey, how much is that sword worth?
Pretty good amount, I'm sure. I just probably shouldn't sell it in this town.
That sounds like a you problem.
This isn't my problem.
All I know is my money better be there when I get there.
So, what's your plans then? Who's planning on going where?
I haven't heard anything from the other two little guys.
I don't really know what to do.
You see, Felix is over there making some arcane gestures. After a few moments, another Pebbles 2, basically, erupts from the ground in front of him.
Can you make more of them?
Only one at a time, I'm afraid. Let's see. We're gonna call you Rocky 2.
You recognize, actually, that this is the same elemental. You did receive Pebbles back.
Yeah, that's okay. I like to name him every time.
Okay.
Okay, Pebbles, you're now called Rocky 2.
So how many times has Pebbles died?
Let's see. Time in the forest, and then that unfortunate water incident. The one experiment that went horribly wrong. And well, wait, the 3 experiments that went horribly wrong.
I take a step back.
You know, I'm not sure.
Oh,
Couple dozen, maybe? Everything okay, Baron?
No. Speaking of which, there was that potion I wanted to show you. That's right. Remember how we were talking about that earlier?
Talking about what?
I have a potion that I'd like you to take a look at. Don't drink, though. No, how you like to
Well, I mean,
sample.
that's how I test them.
No, you don't want
You don't want to test
to
this.
test this one.
Ooh, sounds like quite a potion. Maybe it's one of Ost's potions.
Well, no, I was told by us that you'd have the intelligence of a squirrel after drinking this.
So you had a sip then? Just kidding.
I had more than a sip, if you must know.
I start
Oh,
laughing.
we
Never ever
knew.
admitted that.
We know.
Oh, oh my
That's
god.
a good one.
I try. At least
No
I can probably make light of
surprises.
some situations.
Let's see it then.
So you give him the red
Yes.
dragon potion from
Yes.
his bang.
Yes.
Okay. When you get the bottle, you recognize the patterning, and on the bottom you do see the sigil of Fizzbang.
So I recognize.
You know who made it. It's Fizzbang's.
Okay. This is one of Fizzbang's potion. How did you get
Yes,
this?
it was his masterpiece right before he died.
Died.
Oh my.
Fizz banged.
Yeah, he kind of fizzed, and then he went out with a bang.
You see him over there laughing. Wasn't it funny when he was burning? Ah, ha, ha.
I mean, that's
No,
not.
I would not have said
Oh.
that.
Oh, okay.
Yes, poor
Thought it.
Fizzbang and his wife and children.
Yes,
my
it was
goodness.
quite unfortunate how their wagon caught fire.
Wagon caught fire. How do you? What happened? Were you there? What do you know,
Maybe,
Dragon?
kind of, sort of.
You know what? It's a long story for another time, I think.
Anyways, about this potion, I'll gladly tell you about what happened to your poor friend later.
Let's just say mistakes
Right.
were made.
Well, like,
Kind of an amulet, kind of, someone destroyed a magical amulet and it blew up, and poor Fizzbang was working on something that was explosive, and it all
destroyed a
kind of it blew up.
magical amulet.
Like I
That's
said,
just
this is a long
silly.
story, a very long story that we can discuss later.
Yeah,
Right.
mistakes were made. People died.
So what do you want to know exactly? I mean, it's a Fizzbang potion.
Can you fix
I
it?
don't think I've ever seen one of this sort. Maybe it's what he was going to showcase at the convention.
That's what he said he was going to do.
Oh my.
And what it is supposed to do, by his own words, is it turns the drinker into a red dragon permanently. But it also reduces their intelligence, like I said before, to a squirrel.
My goodness. I see. Well, I mean, I can either confirm or deny this. I'd have to run some experiments.
Do you think you could fix it somehow?
Fix it. How exactly would?
Well, if we're going to deal with the goot, do you think you might be able to use some of the potion? And at least, I know, granted, it might lose its potency without having the whole potion. Maybe only be a temporary transformation. But can you think you can fix it?
I
You
mean,
read that
usually you
alchemy
have
book?
to ingest the entire.
I read the
potion.
alchemy book, yes, but I'm asking the master alchemist with us.
I'm just saying, like Alchemy 101, you have to take the whole potion.
Yeah, the whole potion has to be consumed. Unfortunately,
figured-
it's not really something you can sip from.
I understand that, but if you get just a little bit of it, where you can try to figure out what's going on with it, do you think you can fix it?
Or you mean,
Or make something like it?
if I can run some experiments with it, I might be able to duplicate the process. I mean, I have studied some of Fizzbang's notes. It might be something I can conjure or change or modify. And right now, I really can't say. I've
Well
never
then,
seen
here, the
this
potion
kind of
is yours.
potion.
Let's get this to work. We got 2 days.
Dude,
Whoa.
well, what's the plan then? what exactly would you want me to do to it, even if I could?
Well, if you could, just make it to where, if, instead of being a permanent transformation, just something that's a temporary thing.
A temporary. How long of a transformation were you looking for exactly?
I don't know. Maybe how long do you think it would take to defeat this Vakut? With
You know
dragging
more about
him
him than I do.
I don't know. How long would you think, guys? Anybody? Bueller?
5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Sure.
But what happens if you don't defeat him in the 5 minutes?
Well, then I guess
I assume
that's
he
it.
defeats you if that's the case.
I would assume so. So let's play it on the safe side and go for 20 minutes.
So exactly
So you
why
want-
did you need me to give me an opinion?
Ocean
I think 5 minutes is plenty.
that transforms its drinker. I'm assuming you.
Oh yeah, I'm not
Into a
touching
red
that.
dragon.
Unless someone else wants to do this.
Hell no.
God, no.
20 minutes,
20.
and then turns you back to normal after it's finished. This
Yes.
20-minute duration.
What could
Yes.
possibly go wrong?
Nothing. Because I don't
That's
want
a
to
very
at the moment.
specific kind of alchemy. I mean, I'll see what I can do, but I can't make any promises. Without testing, I mean, it's hard to say what might happen or how the potion might be affected.
Well, there's only one thing we could do, right? Unless we really want to fight him on the other ways, guys.
Well, I guess I'll get to work. If you want to go shopping,
I think I'm going to talk with the army and prepare them for who knows what.
is there somewhere where I can set up my shop without being interrupted or having my golem destroyed?
You can set it up in my tent. No one
Hey,
should
Box, I
disturb
have a
it.
question for you. It just came to my head. You said you want to throw the army at Vakut?
Well, maybe.
What happens if he kills your army?
Then we're all dead anyways.
Okay, but then what happens to the rest of your town and the other town to the south?
Well, it's not like there's any barbarians left, is there? I mean, they're all handled. So
Yeah,
you
mostly.
shouldn't have to worry about anything of that sort.
But your hometown is...
Well, you said we're going to town. I'll get more guards.
Okay,
Okay.
if that's what you think.
So, it sounds like the party has a plan.
If you can call it that.
Yeah, you can call anything a plan, even if it's not. So, Fizzbang, you were going to head up into the army to work in his tent, yes?
Yeah, I will.
I know
I'll
Fizzbang
really-
Felix.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean.
Fizzbang 2, the second gnome to die by his hand.
Yeah. Well,
The potion is unsatisfactory. Kill him.
I'm not gonna comment on that, but okay. Yeah. Right. So he offered up his tent to me with the guards.
The rest of you? Do you feel comfortable staying with Vox?
Sure.
Sure, why not?
I'm going to town and coming back.
That's the worst
That's
that could
going on.
happen.
Alright. So, but as a group, you head back up towards the camp first, right?
Yes.
Alright. So you leave the cave and head back up the pass. You get up the pass part way, Vox. You see the two guards that you left posted on this side. They're still standing there, kind of against their spears.
Oh no, this doesn't look good. I go over to the guards.
As you get closer, you notice there is a sticky red substance going down the front of their armor.
I look behind the guards, and what about the rest of the camp?
It's pretty quiet.
I call for guards.
You see guards coming out of their tents. Everyone's getting up now, running over. Some in not in their armor yet, but they've grabbed swords and shields.
Does it look like there's a good amount of them?
Yeah, looks like most of them are fine. And they come up. What is it, sir? And then one of them gets close and kind of notices, pushes on the sentry, who slumps over dead. They say, "What? Can we help you, sir? Sir? Baron?"
My goodness.
As he slumps over.
Use your words, Baron.
What
Baron,
happened here?
I think he heard something. He looks lost in thought for a moment.
Yeah, you see one of the dwarves gets down. His throat was cut clean.
Oh my.
Doesn't even seem shocked. I went over and checked the other. It must have died instantly. An expert cut. An impossible edge. The sword that did this. I wouldn't want to see it again. Triple the guard.
Thank you. Thank you, Sragg.
You're welcome. Don't worry, Baron. We'll take care of you. You see them start to take the comatose Baron back towards the tent. Many guards surrounding him.
My. This is quite alarming.
The rest of y'all were escorted as far as his tent, and then asked if you need escort anywhere else.
I would say to make sure that they're under guard too, that no one's.
I don't need any protection.
Okay.
Okay. So Kel says he doesn't need any protection, and you start heading off for town, right?
Yeah.
All right. So y'all just saw that. What are the other three? I mean, Felix, you were planning on staying here, yes?
Yep.
And working on brewing.
Uh-huh.
Dermot, Ardo,
I'll stay here.
you're staying with Felix?
Yeah.
Dermot?
Yep, I'll stay with Felix too.
Okay.
Make sure he's okay. Nothing happens to him.
All right. Let's start off with Kel then. So Kel, you wander off alone with an assassin on the loose
He's not after me.
in your drunken state.
Yep. My horse knows where he's going.
Yeah, there you go. So you just mount up and head off straight for town.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I was like, what horse is he talking about? That summoned horse. That's what you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, he knows exactly where he's going. I was sitting there. I missed something. Something's wrong here. Alrighty then. So that's going to take you a day to handle. Felix, what exactly is your plan?
I will text you that information.
Okay. So Dermot, Ardo, what are y'all planning to do for this day?
Drink.
Drink? Ardo?
Keep an eye out.
So you're just kind of like, what, whittling and watching, or?
No, I'm
Doing
just kind
something.
of stalking around the camps, kind of, in a hidden state.
Okay, so you're invisible and you're like checking out the sentry posts.
Sounds like my next country single. Whittling and watching.
Seeing what's going on. Like, why are these people just dying and stuff? Seeing if
Okay.
I can hear about it or.
All right. Yeah. So you do go around the camp. The guards are talking about it, wondering what happened with that. But you see mostly it's mostly they're talking about whether or not it's a barbarian that was missed. Perhaps some of them might have escaped. They're coming back for vengeance. You notice that some of the attitude on that is maybe it's a deserved vengeance.
Yeah.
Other than that, you hear some people talking about they're happy about the return of the Chosen One, and they won't have any more trouble like this soon. How the whole land will once again belong to the dwarves. How elves and men and all will serve them like they should under her leadership. Return dwarves to the glory they're supposed to be. That's about it.
Oh, just that.
Nothing much. Nothing you didn't already know, right?
Right. Kind of, sort of.
You hear one of them talking about the incident that occurred where she lost control of her powers. And thanks to the quick thinking of those priests, we won't have any more issues like that. I wouldn't want to be in their shoes, having to come up with that much of that drug for the next 18 years, and they laugh about that.
I'm very...
This is the first you've heard this.
And I'm mad. Wow.
But can you imagine being in a stupor from that haze for the next 18 years? She's not going to have any brain cells left to lead the country. That's not her brain we want, it's her power. We'll just point her in the right direction.
Oh,
You got a good one there. Slap him on the
I
back.
pull the stakes out of their tent.
The tent collapses. Oh! They're tumbling around in it.
I told you.
Yeah, idiot! Yeah. That's the third time this has happened. They get out and start restaking the tent. What do you do?
I head back to Felix's wagon or whatever it is.
The tent?
Yeah.
Felix is in?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, you make it back there with little difficulty. What do you do once you're there?
I'm mad.
You're mad?
Yeah.
Oh.
They've been drugging her.
Are you talking to yourself?
I'm just talking out loud.
So, Ardo, you see the tent flap open with no one there.
Oh,
I'd be in the workshop in my
turn off the invisible part.
So you come inside the tent. There's the workshop down below. Are you down there as well, Dermot, drinking in the workshop?
If that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, it does. He's got all kinds of booze down there.
Yeah.
So you probably head into the workshop then. Okay. So Ardo comes down and just bursts out. They've been drugging her.
And
drugging who?
oh, y'all must be down there.
Yeah.
So I go down there. They've been drugging Eve. They're just
Wait, who's
mind
Eve?
controlling her.
What? They've been drugging Eve?
Yes.
That's preposterous. Why would they
I
do
heard
that?
some of your guards talking about it.
What?
Now they're just drugging her
That's
to
preposterous.
control her.
Unbelievable. I'd have to see it with my own eyes.
Exactly.
Why would random soldiers be talking about it? It wouldn't make sense unless it was widely known.
Well, this is the first I've heard of it, I assure you.
Roll sense motive. Roll bluff. I'm sorry, just in case. Both of you. Higher roll.
For me, you want me?
Yeah, I want a sense motive from you and a bluff from Bucks. Because he's blatantly lying. I just want to know whether or not you're allowed to be suspicious.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I like that.
If you don't have anything trained, I believe it's just your wisdom modifier.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ardo, sense motive is a 0. So it's just a d20 for you, man.
Okay. Let's roll.
Yeah.
Ah.
So Vox has never heard about this, so you're not worried about it at all.
Obvious.
Yeah. This is
Okay.
all new to him.
Okay. They've been
Good job, Vox.
drugging her. I heard 2 guards talking about it.
Well, I assure you, like I said, I've never heard of this. I must
Oh.
ask them immediately on this.
Okay, I'm going over there. I'm going to town. I want answers.
Well, just let me ask them first, and then we'll get that.
No, I'm going.
With the dragon, not dragon, the other hobgoblin around, and do watch your back.
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
Especially if you're going around with the dragon man. It seems to be out for him, at least.
All right.
Um,
So Ardo, you pick up to leave.
yeah. I'm heading back to this dwarf city.
Dermot, you say anything as he goes?
Nope.
Not a word. He's still in his mug.
Do
Says-
please
he
be
said
safe
sip.
here.
Sip.
All right. Lots of things happening. There's something interesting that happened. So Ardo, you come out of the. What do you plan to ride back to town?
I don't
How
know.
are you going to get back? Just gonna walk?
I guess so. Yeah, I'll walk.
Hey, Ardo, don't forget we have Pebble or Sprinkles. Not Pebbles, but Sprinkles and Donkey.
That's Andara's horse. I'm not taking her horse.
You might have seen some ponies around.
And
Maybe.
Donkey is
I've
here.
seen you- Did I see any ponies around?
There are some ponies. You do
Oh,
notice
so.
Donkey stretching his wings.
Oh, a donkey and me get along.
Yeah.
I'll take donkey.
So you walk over to Donkey.
No, I pat him on the side. And,
Pat him on the side. He turns around and looks at you.
hey boy, you mind giving me a ride to town?
He
probably
kind of leans down.
don't. All right, I hop on and talk.
All right. And he starts trotting towards town.
Okay.
He then unfurls his wings.
Oh, that's right. You got wings. Wonder if I
And
could fly you back to
he takes off.
town.
Oh my.
So, Ardo, you're going at a good pace. You see down below Kel riding some type of saddle. There's nothing under him. Heading for town. You pass over the top of him. You head for the city. You can. It takes you a few hours. You've long passed Kel. You see it coming up in the distance, and then as you're getting closer, you see clouds start to roll up around it.
Around the town?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
it's like suddenly the sun's blotted out around the town.
We kind of fly.
Just the stone part, the stone walls.
Oh,
The
okay.
storm's blowing in.
All right, we fly a little lower, or if I can manage to convince Donkey to fly a little lower.
Mhm.
He's probably noticed that kind of thing before, hasn't he?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
And-
Donkey knows what that is.
As you fly lower, and you're looking up at the clouds as you're flying that way, you think you see a face in the clouds.
Oh, what face do I see?
It's a face you remember looking up through and seeing several times. Looking up through the top of a cauldron, staring up at.
Oh,
And then suddenly the clouds descend with immense force, knocking over walls.
Huh? Wow.
In short order, Massive destruction is wreaked upon the town as it starts to cave into the rift.
What?
Hmm.
That's crazy.
No, there's a giant rift behind it. Remember the rift?
Rift.
Basically, you just witnessed the cause of a large cave-in.
Oh wow.
The entirety of the town seems to be gone as just a mountain of dust flies up in the air.
God.
You sense a great disturbance as if thousands of voices cried out at once. And then were suddenly smashed.
Oh my God. I guess I kind of pulled Donkey back to the side, and I'm just looking. I'm looking, seeing what I can see.
Ardo looks for his queen. Is she there? Can she make it out?
Not that funny. Millions of lives and he's laughing.
I think that's great.
That's why he's just a beer ruler. I'm looking. What do I see anything remaining? Any?
You see people from the tent city. It's like it just broke off right at the edge of the wall and fell into the rift. Hammer and Anvil, the trade city, seems to be fine right outside.
Wow. Okay. So you're saying the city's still there, but the outlying.
Oh no, there's a tent city. Remember, out front of the city, there's these little tent town.
Right.
The massive city behind it, with the temple, with the palaces, with all the giant walls, was sheared off and collapsed into the rift. Earthholm is gone. The alchemy school and everyone inside.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what to do now. What else do I see?
You think you know why?
Guess you ain't getting that answer now, are you?
I fly back to, or I try to fly back to, to Kel.
Okay.
Meet up with him.
So you turn around and start flying back. Kel, for you, this was much more in the distance, but you saw clouds start to amass. And you're not sure what happened over there, but it's big enough. It looks like another volcano went off. Dust flew up in the air in the direction you were heading.
Okay. I would have just kept riding towards it.
Yeah.
Not really sure what's going on.
Right.
Looking at the booze bottle.
Yeah. It's great how this plays together. Because
Squint, look. Yeah, exactly.
Out of character for the DM right quick. The Earthholm collapsed into the rift during this year. So it's just great that I get to use this. Thank you.
That's funny.
Like in the actual lore of the game.
Yeah, in the lore.
In actual lore, it actually destroyed this year.
But now we just changed the reason why it was destroyed.
Or did. Okay. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah,
well
or did
done. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, going back.
I can't vote for you, but well done.
Yeah. Just pin internets to Sragg.
Ardo, it doesn't take you too long to fly back to find Kel. It's another hour or so. You catch back up with him. As you're flying down to tell them, though, let's go ahead and take a break here, and we'll get what y'all say when we come back.
Okay, we'll be back in a few minutes. If you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to click like, subscribe, and leave us a comment, and we'll see you in a bit.